Hey, Metacourt benefits from a multicultural team, and currently we have 5 departments in Metacourt. The first department is marketing and PR, we have legal and research department, we have tech and blockchain department, we have product and operation department, and the last one is design and metaverse department. Currently, around 25 people are working in Metacourt, that among them, 16 of them are working in full-time manner, and the left are working part-time or they are working on contract with Metacourt. And we have planned to expand the team and HR in case we are after raise funding. Regarding question on IBM support and potential support from Solana, as you may know, we already had collaboration with venture capital and IBM. But we are already considering that Solana Eco Fund and also Solana grant for Metacourt, as Metacourt is even Metacourt is going to be a multi-chain dApp, but we begin the journey we are beginning the journey with Solana. Apart from that, even now we are in process of negotiating with different entities. We are negotiating with Microsoft Founders Hub. Also, we are negotiating with Web3 Legs and also Outlier Venture Accelerator. So Metacourt is going to make major collaboration, major partnerships soon, and soon you will be aware about the collaboration we are going to make. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for asking this question. As you said yourself, building a strong network and cooperating with other communities is a vital part of every project. It can help us set the narrative in communications with investors, customers, and potential employees. In Metacourt right now, we are trying to connect and cooperate with legal entities that work on Web3. For example, we are now an official member of Let's DAO, which is one of the most prominent and well-known DAOs in the world of crypto. Also, from a technical perspective, we have IBM and Village Capital as our official collaborators in our project. We have also reached out to some incubators like Microsoft Program and Eco Fund for Solana. And last but not least, we are signing a number of MOUs with some play-to-earn crypto games such as Nebula and Renegade. I hope that has answered your question.
Metaverse revenue model consists of 4 types. There is a commission model for arbitration services and escrow, which will charge a fee for each transaction and arbitration. Custom designs for metaverse lands and part of our NFT sales will be on this model as well. Rest of our NFTs as well as all of our tokens will be sold directly. In addition, we charge a fixed fee for NFT royalties. And finally, education services will be offered on a subscription model, and there are different membership levels. You've asked us about our investment plan from venture capital. Well, we are in the 2nd month of IBM program, which is an investment readiness program, and a month from now we'll be ready to apply for different investment opportunities. And our goal is to raise nearly 2.3 million collectively. Thank you for asking us these questions.
We cannot deny that there is no system that could absolutely eliminate possibility of corruption or bribery. Corruption is a challenge from the beginning of history, and it will remain as a challenge. Nevertheless, some mechanisms and environments are more effective in fighting against bribery and corruption. The centralized systems, and particularly those that are based on blockchain technologies, offer new solutions for preventing these adverse phenomena. Let's see how. In decentralized systems, there are dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of points of decision making. So whoever would like to advocate for his own interests that are considered as unfair, actually beyond in advance determined rules, that entity must be enormously powerful to affect the decision of majority. If we focus on blockchain technology, one of the main features of this technology is the strong protection of personal privacy. Personal data about entities on-chain is pseudonymized or anonymized. Therefore, identification of a natural person is very hard, and moreover, getting information such as contact details about natural person or financial identification data could be quite difficult. In Metacourt, we tend to empower trust in our arbitration system. Metacourt is a decentralized, democratized society based on a transparent digital governance model. It allows participation in democratic decision by use of so-called decentralized autonomous organization structure, and members of this organization may benefit from a fair decision-making. So what does it mean in practice? Disputes are solved by a large number of arbitrators. Each arbitrator has a personal interest to decide in line with his or her own perception of justice and fairness by respecting the particular context of the dispute. If an arbitrator's decision matches with the majority decision, he or she will get a certain incentive from the organization. And last but not least, Metacourt is dedicated to implementing high standards of protection of personal privacy. We will implement privacy by design approach and apply appropriate technical and organizational measures in order to protect personal data in a way that will satisfy the highest ethics and regulatory requirements.
A very good question. How we ensure that the promises that we are giving about the Metacourt roadmap is going to be preserved? Basically, we believe that the blockchain generally is suffering from lack of practical and realistic approach toward the roadmap of a project. So basically, from the beginning of journey of design and development of Metacourt, we had a very conservative and realistic approach to put our roadmap in order, milestones, in order to just keep them. And the thing is that if you check from the beginning of the journey, like the testnet, the major partnership with, giant corporation, and white paper release, a smart contract release, token release, we just kept all our promises till now. And this is how you may ensure that we are going to keep them, preserved, and we will ensure that in our roadmap, all the milestones are realistic, and we will do our best to keep our commitment to our community.
I'm Sina. I work as a marketing and business analyst in Metacourt project. Metacourt's DAO completely work on MCVP, which is a valuation system for rating Metacourt's users for revenue share, and also it gives a voting power in DAO decision-making mechanism. As a result, the more MCVP you have, the more voting power you get. This system prevents Metacourt's community from becoming inactive and passive. So notable to say that you can gain a form of passive income from Metacourt. Metacourt gives this income to three groups of people. First, core token holders who are staking their token in short term, and they may get their revenue in this system in a determinate and specific time. Second, NFT holders, such as land plot owners, student queues, and virtual offices. In these two categories, economic incentives play an important role and motivate users to stake their token in order to get a revenue in this system. This is the third category, which is in which we dedicate 10% of our token to our community who participate in our event, in meetings, and who have been provided content for us, and who helped us to increase our presence in social media. All of these activities will help our community to get a passive income without staking any token or buy a digital asset. And in this way, all of the participants could be eligible to gain a revenue from Metacourt revenue sharing system.
Hello everyone. Currently we are on Solana network, but we are planning some other blockchain networks for future integrations. We are considering Avalanche, Layer 2 Ethereum like Arbitrum and Optimism, and Polygon for being more accessible and affordable for Web3 users. So, thank you.
As it is the case with many arbitration forums, Metacourt will have its own rules concerning the procedure of decision making. Users that cannot solve the disputes should delegate the jurisdiction over the dispute resolution to the Metacourt. However, the Metacourt arbitrators will need to respect applicable regulations with regard to the dispute. In certain cases, it might be national legislative frameworks, but it might be also self-regulation imposed by certain companies or communities, for instance, terms that regulate the use of certain digital assets. From a visionary perspective, Metacourt is in favor of the unification of both procedural and material law that would regulate relations in the metaverse, as well as that will regulate dispute resolution rules. Thus, we will stipulate the work in favor of so-called development of meta convention.
Hi, I am Sina. I work as a marketing and business analyst in Metacourt project. Thanks for asking this question. I personally believe that market sentiment and volatility are inevitable in crypto market in general, and our projects are affected by them, including Metacourt and its core token. Our financial and business team are prepared and designed our tokenomics to maintain its stability in every market situation, and also we have designed it to have the least correlation between our network and Solana network. And changing roadmap is a part of every project's risk management, and we considering the market situation and review our roadmap every 2 months and adjust it if necessary. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm a member of Metacourt's PR team. There are currently 2 projects that have similar mechanisms like Metacourt, Kelaros and Jor. One of the main competition advantages that Metacourt has is that it is the first legal protocol that has its own native metaverse and NFT marketplace. Another selling point of Metacourt is that it has enabled an escrow option on blockchain transactions. So if anything happens during these transactions that rises a dispute between 2 parties, by enabling this escrow option, we can bring your dispute to Metacourt to be resolved by its expert panelists. DAO revenue share is another feature of Metacourt. Every individual on Metacourt has their own MCVP point. MCVP is a valuation system that gives individuals points, and by gaining more points, you will get more voting power and more revenue share in the long run. And last but not least, one of the best features of Metacourt, which we are very proud of, is our EdTech zone, which is a dedicated zone for us to assess people's knowledge, educate arbitrators, and it is basically a juror's readiness program. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Nazaim from Metacourt team. Currently, we are negotiating with 3 Solana-based decentralized exchanges, Radium, Serum, and Arbitrum, to be listed in the first quarter of 2023. We are considering Tier 2 centralized exchanges such as OKCoin, XT.com, and BTC for quarter 2 and 3. And our goal is to be listed in the top Tier 1 exchanges by the end of 2023. We are considering Binance, KuCoin, and Gate.io.